coming?
Hello from Korea.
I just loved it. I loved all the boys. I love the world. I love Lara Jean. I love all the characters. So it was a joy to show up to work every day because I'm just so devoted to these stories. But my favorite part has got to be, I think the women on the film, we got so close, and we have a group text, and we always text, and we've always been very supportive of each other, and it's a very nurturing relationship with all the women. And I really hold that so dear to my heart, because I think when you find that lady group, you know, to never let that go. So I'm very, very fortunate for friendships that I've made. Yeah. I loved being in Korea. I loved being with my sisters and Saryu. It was so nice to have that girl time, and I think the sister relationships and all the female relationships in Lara Jean's life really, really mold her to, you know, who she's a very big part of who she is. Her mom passed when she was younger, and so you know, Margot is that mother figure. Margot, you know, heavily influenced who she is today, and I think I was very happy to see more of that. And I think Saryu also is who plays Trina. I think she picks that up as well as kind of that mother nurturer. So it was just really fun to be with the girls and kind of have girl time to explore Korea. We didn't really have any days off, but we got to do all the sightseeing like in the movie. So we got to kind of go to the iconic places in Seoul and work in them and kind of be tourists as well. So just exploring that, and the food and the skincare and the makeup was really something that I loved. In New York, I just had so much fun running around the city with Madeline and kind of having bestie time. I think we see in these movies like Lara Jean is like her most truthful self when she's around her friends. Like, she's just very dropped in and comfortable when she's around them, and that's what I love to see, and I was hoping to see more of. So I'm happy that we kind of got that with Mads, and also running around with Noah and Ross. It was just really cool to experience New York in a different way, because I used to live there, so I was just used to walking through New York, just heading to the subway, heading home, getting a bagel, walking through Times Square, just on the way to class. So it was different to shoot there, and very surreal. There's this one experience where Noah and I were doing a big panel in front of like thousands of people, and it was so crazy. I've never heard sound like that before. It was just like deafening and such an awesome experience. But then I saw this one girl, like in kind of in the front. She was holding this little sign that she like wrote, and it said, "Lana, you saved my life." And like everything fell away at that moment, and I was just like so blown away by the bravery of this girl, and also that vulnerability, and also like, wow, these movies, I had always hoped that these movies would make people feel less alone. And it's like the biggest honor to, if I could help just one person, like that's enough for me. Like I've achieved everything in my career and in my life if I can just help one person. So that was huge. And so that really marks, like, you know, that is seared in my brain as, you know, a very emotional moment, and is connected to Brazil quite a bit. I think something that's so important about these films to me is that it shows that you don't have to grow up too fast, and you can take your time growing up. You don't have to rush anything. Things will fall into place, whether or not, it feels like it in the moment. I wish I knew that when I was younger. I think it's hard. I think it's really hard. I couldn't even imagine, being in middle school or high school or college right now, just with the influence of social media and expectations that are put upon, young people. It's tough. It's like, man, I think for me, I wanted to grow up so fast. I wanted to, I think, skip the childhood, skip the teen years, and go right to being an adult. And I hope people see that. Take your time, have conversations, be honest and communicate with your friends, but take your time. We only really have, as far as I know, we only have one life to live, and this is all we got. So, I want to slow down a little, savor every moment. I hope that they take chances, make choices for yourself. I think oftentimes, we give so much to others, and then all of a sudden there's nothing left for yourself. And I want you to put yourself first, and your heart, and the things that you believe in, and make choices that you will love, and that feel right in your gut and in your heart, regardless of whether it's the popular opinion or not. I hope they take away that. I hope they take away, love is the best thing in the world, and we see it, in the eyes of this young girl, and it's so much more fun to look at the world, through a lens of love. And Lara Jean finally, I think, steps into the world fully as a young woman, and I think she's learned a lot, and I think she's maintained that sense of wonder that anything could happen, and she really sees that in New York. And I think that's why she's dead set on having New York be her future, because she knows that, I don't know, the energy of the city just makes her feel like anything's possible, and I just want people to know that. And I hope, God, I hope that people like it. I hope they watch it. I hope so bad, because I love it, and we all worked so hard on these films, and so it's just, they're so dear to my heart.